What's going on YouTube? Headed back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XLM or Stellar Lumens to US dollar. We're also going to be looking at the coin market cap, and we are also going to be looking at an article basically saying Chinese crypto miner predicts that Bitcoin could reach $740,000. And then, as you guys saw in the title, we do want to discuss why exactly Litecoin's moving up. Did you guys invest? Did you, not sell? Did you buy? Did you sell off? So on and so forth. And I'm going to be talking about what I personally did. If any of that sounds interesting to you guys, then make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content, guys. We're about to hit 7,500 subscribers probably within the next couple of weeks, so shout out to you guys. I do appreciate it. But otherwise, let's get on with today's episode. So really quick, guys, I'm on the current coin market cap, and as you guys can see, there's a couple of things to take note of. So not only do we have a Bitcoin dominance of 52.7, which means Bitcoin is slowly declining, or alts are going higher up in terms of price than Bitcoin dominance. 24-hour volume is slowly dying off at 18.35 billion compared to the 21 billion that we were at yesterday and the day before. And then lastly, market cap is actually moving up, which is interesting, with a lower volume at 121.4, which is an indication money is moving into the exchanges. So we should see that reflected on the prices, and we should see these coins start to gradually move up ever so slightly. Showing the top 10 coins, as you guys can see, very interesting, very similar to what we called very slight increase in volume. You can see that Litecoin is still number 4, XRP obviously number 3. Huge jump. I don't know if Litecoin's going to get 10 billion in it, and if it does get 10 billion into Litecoin, there's probably going to be a lot more going into XRP. But otherwise, out of these top 10 coins, they all look pretty good. 6 out of the 10 are in green, which is nice. Not really up by much. These alts are pretty much up more than Bitcoin. We see Ethereum, Litecoin, EOS, which have the biggest market caps. They are much higher in terms of percentage than Bitcoin. Ethereum is double, Litecoin is like quadruple. So for the most part, it is a mixed market though. But these top 10 cryptos are definitely higher than the rest. It is a mixed market though, but I'm seeing it's leaning more towards green, which is an indication. That is why we're seeing a slightly higher market cap. Really quick, guys, I forgot to mention, if you haven't already taken advantage of the link down below, it's the second link to the ABRA exchange. Please make sure to do so. It's available for Apple as well as Android, Google Play Store, App Store, whatever it is. Basically, if you're new to the channel or you haven't yet signed up, make sure to do that. They're doing a really cool promotion right now. Now that I'm affiliate, I can offer you guys this link. Basically, if you sign up and deposit $5 worth of US dollars from a bank account into the Bitcoin on the exchange, they will literally, and I kid you not, send you $25 of free Bitcoin. That simple. We've had now over 50 freaking people take advantage of this. So I don't know exactly when they're going to get rid of it, but they have talked about it. I've seen it on the link that there's an expiration date, but definitely make sure to jump on that. Take advantage of it before I can't post a link anymore, and claim your free Bitcoin before the offer expires. I mean, it doesn't make sense why you couldn't, even if you don't like the exchange, you could literally just download the app, send the 5, get the $25, and then once you get the Bitcoin, send it right back into your bank account, and there you go. You bought yourself a free lunch, or you got yourself a free lunch. So it's definitely just a way for them to promote their channel. So definitely take advantage of it. Otherwise, let's move on. But otherwise, shifting our focus now to the Chinese crypto miner who's predicting that Bitcoin could reach $740,000. Now, this was an article by Cointelegraph, and basically Zhu Fei, a co-founder of Poolin, a Chinese-based crypto mining pool, predicted that Bitcoin price could hit 5 million Chinese yuan, which is $738,000. And it was reported on February 11th. So while Zhu noted that it now feels more like a bear market, he reportedly predicted that in the next bull run, prices will be 10 to 20 times higher than the previous ones. Zhu also noted that the massive prices spikes, like the one resulted from the 20,000 per Bitcoin high, will not always exist, adding that the next bull run could be the last, which is interesting, that we may not see massive spikes, in these cryptos, but 730,000 is absolutely wild. Owning one could make you a millionaire. But predictions from experts in various, aspects of the crypto space have ranged from bullish to extremely bearish. During a blockchain event in April of 2018. Investment tycoon Tim Draper forecasted that by 2020, Bitcoin could reach 250 grand, which is huge. But earlier this week, Barry Silbert, CEO and founder of Digital Currency Group and Grayscale Investments, said that the value of the most digital tokens will go to zero. He added that almost every initial coin offering, or ICO, was just an attempt to raise money, but there was no use for the underlying token, which is, very true, and I probably do agree with that. Zoo's mining pool Poolin has 10.4% of the global network share, according to Bitcoin.com. The current bear market has hit cryptocurrency miners hard. Some mining companies in China have started selling off hardware by the kilogram, which is huge. They're selling off a lot of their stuff because it's not profitable. Earlier today, United Kingdom-based cryptocurrency miner Argo Blockchain announced it was refocusing on business in order to cut costs. So Argo is terminating its mining as a service operations by April, which purportedly cut costs by as much as 35%, which is pretty good. I know there's also cloud mining happening, I believe in Iceland and all those places, which are actually kind of falling back right now and having some trouble and some issues. Obviously, it was doing very well, when Bitcoin was up 20,000, but with this current pullback, we're kind of seeing that be tested, quite a bit. Moving on, though, to Litecoin, guys. So I do want to look at what exactly is going on with Litecoin. So it is an interesting market right now. Yes, we are seeing some sideways movement, but for the most part, we're nearing overbought once again, which is an indication we may see a pullback. You can see we're starting to pull back down, then slowly reversing back up, and we're coming very close nearing that overbought area. Now, I do want to look at the daily, and because that will pretty much give us give away where this market is headed. But you can see the reason I believe we are starting to move back up is this high-low MMA is driving and putting a lot of upwards pressure, which is good, and pushing the coin's price higher. Like I said, I did buy in. I bought in at $39, 39 and change. So I definitely think I did buy in at a very good position. Hopefully you guys did too. I said I would start dollar cost averaging here. Unfortunately, it didn't go all the way down to $37, but I still at least got into the rally back upwards. And if it decides to pull back down again, I'll buy in a little bit more. But honestly, it could start to retrace or move all the way up to $50. It's definitely a possibility. Shifting our focus now to the daily. Yeah, I'm kind of still concerned. You can see what exactly happened. So not only do we have this uptrend, which is holding a lot of resistance, but you can see the RSI, the green band, which was overbought, which is why we needed to pull back down. Bought in right when we touched the red line. We're starting to retrace back up and near overbought. Now, that's an indication that I may want to get out. I think if we can go a little bit higher, I may sell off personally my position and wait back until we fall off. I'm really not comfortable when we have these prices so close to nearing overbought. I'd be much more comfortable over here, if not over here. This is interesting because it started off extremely oversold. Even over here, extremely oversold. And it came lower, and believe it or not, it went higher up on the RSI. And then it retested the same spot where it was oversold, and it was clearly at like $40. So you can see the prices are the same, but one was oversold and one is neutral. You can see it pulled back down all the way here, and then it started to take off. But if you bought here, where it is oversold, and you waited for it to sell here, you wouldn't really be making, much of a profit. You could have made a little bit, but bought in at 31, sold at 33. Not a big jump at all, but it is kind of hard to calculate these things. But with this, high-low MMA, it does give me a little more security and comfort. I'm glad this run happened. That was definitely a major move that needed to happen after, this channel right here. So it does make sense that we were going to, experience a movement back upwards. Seeing that we did have this uptrend, the resistance did pull us back down. And honestly, we could go a little bit higher. I'm starting to notice there may be some resistance actually at the current price that it is at $43 now that I'm seeing other spots where that price is having some trouble. So I may actually no, I think I'm going to hold this position because I do think we are going to go higher. And if we do dip lower and we retest to $39 or $37, I'll buy back in a dollar cost average. But it's a very interesting move, and I'm honestly anticipating that it could fall a little bit lower, but we're gonna have to wait and find out. It could honestly go all the way up to 50 and then pull back down, and I'll obviously sell off over here and buy back in when we retest the high-low MMA. Obviously, if you guys want access to any of these charts that I do, or you want to support me or gain access to my personal cell phone number, you can text me whatever cryptocurrency questions you have. Check out my Patreon. It's the first link in the description. This way you get access to all these charts and you can follow along, step by step with live updates. So definitely take advantage of that, guys. A bunch of you guys have already signed up for that, so I do respect and support you guys for helping out the channel. Moving on though to Bitcoin. So this is pretty much where I'm really getting at, guys, what I'm really paying attention to, what I'm really focusing on. The fact that Bitcoin is literally stuck in this channel. You could see tested resistance here and pulling out sideways. It's honestly an indication that no matter really where you get in with Litecoin, we're not really going to see much of a movement at all until we retest where this downtrend is. And you can see we're definitely headed there. Not only is the high-low MMA swooping down in, but we're trading out sideways with a very strong support at 33.70. And we are going to meet around here, and we could see a very, very, very big move, especially on the daily. So definitely keep an eye on that. I know I am, and I'm waiting to find the right opportunity to buy in, which will be, at the end of March. And we see if we decide to break out ever so slightly when we break this, white line, I may buy in and ride that wave up, or vice versa. If we fall, I'll buy in at the bottom. Looking at Ethereum, Ethereum's doing a very similar pattern, also trading out sideways. I couldn't really find a downtrend that much, but because we're trading sideways right here, especially on the daily, like I said again, it's an indication that we are going to see some big move, some big rally. Very possible that with this, ongoing support, we could actually explode up and retest 180, at least 160, and retest higher. So I kind of want to pay attention to Ethereum as well as we trade sideways and, build up some tension. We could explode to the upside. Lastly, XLM. I know we did Ethereum Classic yesterday, but I am very focused on XLM for the moment. The fact that XLM is still caught in this downtrend, and you can see we're very freaking close to it, is something I really want to pay close attention to, guys, because at any moment this could pop up and we could see a massive, moonshot to, 12 cents, which is practically doubling the price of XLM. I believe XLM is on the ABRA app too, so you could definitely transfer into there and ride that puppy all the way up, sell out to US dollars or exchange it to Bitcoin, and then bam, you take the $1 or $2 fee. And you're good. So definitely paying attention to this, because I am anticipating some sort of moonshot in the near future within XLM. But otherwise, guys, that's going to sum up today's episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.